And what is the word enjoy? Is happiness different from enjoyment? What do you feel? That is the one which going to build his personality. 0 to 6 years. It's going to be very key and important. So these are all the reasons for depression. Sadness is losing things. Prolonged sadness will also lead to depression because you slow down. Depression and sadness are two different things. Depression may not lead to sadness, but sadness may lead to depression.
Hey, why are you sad? I feel so depressed. This job is so depressing. We use this term so often. Is sadness and depression the same? Let's clear our doubts from the star himself, Dr. CKN, a psychologist, molecular scientist and innovator of low glycemic index diabetic friendly sugar. Welcome to Dr. C.K.Nandagopalan's YouTube channel. I'm your host Susan. Hi Doctor.
Hi Susan.
Doctor, we spoke about anxiety. But more than anxiety, I know people who are suffering from depression a lot these days. They don't know the difference between sadness and depression. What is the psychological condition and what is the normal condition?
See, depression is one factor. There are always two sides of coin, right?
Yes.
So when you come to the question of these personality differences, you must be clearly knowing who's an extrovert and an introvert, right?
Yes.
So introvert people are, they close themselves always. They don't open up. Extroverts are, they're highly communicable and they'll always have a lot of friends and whatnot. Yeah. Now you're talking about depression and sadness, right? So when there is pain, there is pleasure, right? When there is the exact opposite end of a pain is a pleasure. Okay? When there is a like, there is a dislike. You have to very carefully understand all these things. This is not philosophy. This is psychology. And this is human science. Right? Then there is a like, there is a dislike. Okay? So when there is a pain, there is a pleasure. Or there is a pleasure, there is a pain. So now we come here about what is happiness and what is the word enjoy. Is happiness different from enjoyment? What do you feel?
Yes, it is different, I would say.
Yeah. Then come to the question of ecstasy.
Okay.
Now human life is always based on relationship, right? A father and mother and children, all that kind of thing. Then this family is living with a group of families which is called society, right?
Yes.
So what happens here? Socio-economic part comes into play. Correct? I am rich, you are poor. I eat 3 meals a day, you can eat only 2 meals a day. I have a two-wheeler, you have a car. He has a car, he has a plane, all that kind of thing. Right? Now, breadwinning of the family makes a lot of difference. If I can earn well, I can give good education to my children. Right?
Yes.
If I earn well, I can go for a good holiday. I'm just telling you all this for small example. This is the socio-economic factor for which I am talking. These are all the things come into play. Now, every child when it is born, it has its own personality trait. So this is where how you mold a child from the time it was born to the 6 years of age becomes a very important stuff. Okay?
Why do you say that, Doctor?
That is the one which going to build his personality. 0 to 6 years. It's going to be very key and important. That's what every top scientist feels. in the field of developmental psychology, and also the top scientists who work around in science. Now, this is one. Then your society also comes into play. Then availability of many things come into play. Suddenly, if you are going to have drought 3 years in a row in your area or in your province, I would call it, and you're going to go low in water, availability of water source for your daily life, and it's going to depress everybody, right?
Yes.
What am I going to do for a 10-liter water every day for my usage? Where am I going to go? If this is going to continue, am I going to migrate, right?
But is that considered clinically depressed?
Yeah, depression will automatically set in because the baseline of my life is water. Now I want to try to become an IAS officer. I keep trying my exams. First time I failed. I take that as a step forward, work hard, and second time I fail. I still motivate myself and appear for the third time I fail, I get depressed. You got the point here? Okay, I am in love with someone and she is a very beautiful girl. And finally she's going to, what happens in the end? After me loving her for more than 3-4 years, one day all of a sudden she ditches me and goes and gets married to someone. I'm going to be completely depressed. I can't take that pain, that separation, because I had huge amount of Himalayan imaginations in all these 4 years of what am I going to live for the next 100 years with this girl, right?
Yes.
And that shattered. Suddenly my father loses all his money in business. We are on the roads. What happened? Correct?
Yes.
I'm too good in maths. I'm too good in science. I go write a maths exam. I thought I did it well. When I come back home, when I got the mark, I got only 56. I have never scored anything less than 95 in my maths exams. I get depressed. Okay? Today when the depression comes, suddenly I am 22 years of age. Suddenly I have started losing a lot of my hair. Finished you are. You are completely depressed. You got the point?
Yeah.
That crowning glory, that hair, that plays such a key role in your brain. Oh my God, I am 22, I have lost already 50% of my hair. Where am I heading? Finished. So these are all the reasons for depression. Sadness is losing things. Follow. You love your car, okay? And you have spent a lot of money on that car. You have enough of money, but you love your car. You have a beautiful Benz, you have spent a lot of money on the Benz, okay? And it meets with an accident, it gets damaged badly. You can always buy another Benz, but still, that car, you're going to be sad. And when somebody very close to you die, all of a sudden for a crazy reason, what will happen?
We become sad, but does prolonged sadness causes depression?
Prolonged sadness will also lead to depression because you slow down. Definitely. Depression and sadness are two different things. Depression may not lead to sadness, but sadness may lead to depression.
So, if we meditate, or if you said our childhood, the upbringing for up to 6 years is very, very important.
Yes.
Does meditation or some physical activity help us have a strong mind?
See, meditation is nothing other than, you're not going to talk about the term meditation here at all. Meditation is something to reach the immeasurable. That doesn't come into play here. Meditation in this aspect, I'm telling you very clearly, is to be content with what you have. You understand? Okay, I have lost a close friend of mine who died in an accident. The destiny, it's going to really grieve me. The destiny, I should immediately think and recoup myself and say, It is the fate, it is the destiny that he has to go. See, every emotional part of the incidences are subjected to dilution with respect to time. When your friend is died, that particular day you would have been weeping and crying, maybe for a few days. After a few years, it is diluted. And if you know how to hit this dilution on the next day, that is meditation.
Wow.
You got the point? This is where you have to come into play. Meditation is to live in presence. Forget the past. Don't imagine and fear the future. Live every minute of your life and with whatever you have. Meditation is something that you be content with what you have. Don't desperately long for what you don't have. That is his meditation. So here, depression and this grief or sorrow or sad are two different things. This is where you have to understand things. I think we'll continue in our next topic.
That's eye-opener, Doctor. Thank you very much. We have come to the end of this episode. We will continue more about psychological problems in our next episode. Till then, it's your host Susan signing off. Please like, subscribe and share to the ones you care. Love you all.